Listen, man. Listen. Today we're talking body game. Why you get so much jealousy and hate from other men? Because that's where the hate and jealousy is gonna come from. Some women will be like, "Oh, you're so vain," but it's not as much as the men that would just hate on you. Men hate when they see another person who's confident in themselves, who really, took care of their body, who fits certain clothes a certain way, who every time they walk in the gym, that guy's girl staring at them, all the chicks are always paying them attention. Guys don't like that shit, bro. Guys hate that shit. Like, here's the thing. Guys hate when you could fit a wife beater like this, right? Because they know they can't because they got a big ass stomach, bro. So they like to project on other people. It happens a lot. You won't notice it until you actually start practicing body game. Like, the hate that comes from other people is insane. It's like, oh, you're on steroids. That's the only reason you got those results. Oh, you have African black genetics. That's the only reason you got those results. Oh, you have more time than me. That's the only reason you got those results. When in reality, they're just not utilizing the time that they do have. All right. And a lot of people, here's the thing, go into Gunna's comment section and you'll see the hate that he gets, because Gunna is rich and he got a better physique than most people, and everyone's always like, oh, look at his legs. When in reality, bro, Gunna is fitter than most people. Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk is fitter than most people. I know you guys laugh at their bodies, but look at your body in the mirror. They look better than you do. Let's just keep it a buck. They're leaner than you are, all right? Like, a lot of people spend so much time hating on others, they never even look in the mirror and see how they look, right? They don't even know how they look. The whole time they're out of shape, all right? A lot of people are going to project onto you. I remember there was this one dude, right? I will tell you guys this story, but there was one dude talking about, oh man, I would have a body like you if I had the time too. Whole time I'm working double the hours he is. I'm just utilizing my time better. There's never really a fucking time excuse. It's just what you do with your time. A lot of you guys are saying, oh, I don't have time to lift weights. I don't have time to eat healthy. If you have time to overeat, you have time to undereat, right? You have time to eat in a calorie deficit. That's a dumbass excuse, right? Or people will be like, well, I don't want to be below 20%. 20% body fat is healthy. In reality, they're like 25 to 30%, which is why they're on high blood pressure, high cholesterol medication. Some dude commented some shit like, oh, it's not healthy to be below 15% body fat. They don't have a profile picture, but most likely they're above 25% body fat. It's like, it's not healthy to be above 25% body fat. If you have a choice between below 15% and above 25%, nigga, you want to be below 15% because you'll be healthy. You won't have all those health issues. Above 25%, you're just going to be at increased risk of insulin resistance, sleep apnea, high blood pressure, all that shit, right? And that's just a form of hate. That's one form of hate. Or someone would be like, man, you're probably not even 10% body fat. This is an AI picture. They'll say shit like that too, just to kind of project onto you, because they can't do it themselves, so they don't want to see anyone else do it. All right, misery loves company, and most dudes these days are so fucking miserable, bro. So they want to see you at the same level they are, but you're just not. So when you start practicing body game, get ready for it. Literally 90% of dudes are gonna fucking hate on you, bro. Every day I go live, everyone's like, AI, steroids, not true, you're a loser, this is that, just all this dumb bullshit. When in reality, it's like, listen, my physique to this day is still not as good as a lot of the high school football players that I played with, and they were like 15 and 16. So when you actually put in the work, when you're actually consistent, you're seeing fucking results. It's really fucking easy. Like, let's keep it a buck. How do you build muscle? How do you see results? All right, so the first 2 years of lifting, if you're a beginner, you're gonna gain anywhere from 30 to 45 pounds of muscle. You already look way different. Cut down, you look lean, boom, there you go. That simple. But most people won't even put 2 fucking weeks in. They won't put 2 months in. They're so comfortable in their habits. They're so comfortable in their surroundings and shit. So every time they see someone else get results, they just project onto them because they can't see themselves doing that same shit. All right, but in reality, bro, you stay consistent, you show up, bro, you'll be fitting a wife beater like this, bro. Simple shit, bro. You show up, you stay consistent, you're going to have the shoulder waist ratio you want. You're going to have more muscle than you know what to do with. Like, it is what it is. Most people just lack that consistency because they lack that discipline. Every time they get a pizza craving, they give into that pizza craving. Every time they want cookies, they eat cookies. Every single time, all right? There is a 90-10 rule. There's an 80-20 rule. Nobody fucking follows that shit. People eat like shit 99% of the time and eat good 1% of the time. Let's keep it a buck. I was talking to my homeboy the other day, and I was like, bro, you can eat like absolute shit like 15-20% of the time and still get lean. That's how I know when someone has a big ass stomach, they have absolutely no discipline. It takes a lot of work to be out of shape. It takes a lot of consistency to be out of shape. Your body doesn't want to be out of shape. Your body doesn't feel right when it's out of shape. Your body feels tired, sluggish. You lose confidence when you're out of shape. All of that shit, right? So it takes a lot of work to be out of shape. So if you're out of shape, there's really no excuse. And if you're one of those people that's like, oh, you can't maintain lower than 20% body fat without steroids, you just have no fucking discipline, and you need to surround yourself with new people. Because in reality, bro, when you surround yourself with the right people, it's normal. It's like, yeah, obviously, yeah, he's 15% body fat. My biggest friend is like 15% body fat. For some of you guys, your leanest friend is 30% body fat, which is fucking horrible, bro. That's horrible. You need to surround yourself with new people. All right, simple. Like, so here's the thing. Like I said, when you practice body game, bro, you're gonna get a lot of hate from motherfuckers, bro. I had this one dude. So the girl that flew me out like years ago or whatever, she like, I posted her on my story or whatever. Cool. She's a baddie. So I posted her on my story. We was out and shit, and then some dude was like, "Oh, you only got her because you got clout," or some dumb shit like that, right? Because he was always like, "Hey man, help me out with this," and I would try to help him out, but he wouldn't really follow through. But anyways, he was like, "Oh, you only got her because because of this or because of that." So I was like, "Whatever, man." And then come to find out, because I'm chilling with her, and she's like, "Did your friend just hit me up?" And she shows me him messaging her, and she's like, "Ew, he's not my type shit," because he's not on his shit. But that just goes to show you how niggas try to backstab you and shit, like right there. Like, nigga was like, "Hey man, help me out with this." Try to help him out with some shit, and then he was like, "You only got this girl because of this," and then he goes and hits her up like right there, bro, because he's like, "Man, Luther doesn't deserve her," type shit. Like, that's his mentality, because that's how people think. People don't think you deserve some shit. They feel like they deserve it, but in reality, they don't put the work in. You put the work in, because let's be honest, guys. You get what you deserve in this life. All right. A lot of people are mad that they don't got the results that they want, but they don't deserve the shit. They need to look in the mirror and be like, "Oh yeah, I don't deserve shit." But instead of doing that, they just project onto others. Period.